up, man?
What's good, folks? Welcome back to Mike and Mike. We thank you for taking the time out to join us one more time. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a brother, tell a sister, everyone you can tell. Share this with. Without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. You know, we have our good man here, Mr. Angel,
a.k.a.
Prime Minister
Khalees,
in the house,
a.k.a. Mr.
Baby. Yeah, far too kind.
A.k.a. Mr. Stay strong, stay positive.
Stay good.
Stay strong, stay mentally strong. Hello, wonderful baby.
Straight ahead, we got our man, Justin, a.k.a. King Tox in the house.
Baby.
All
Yes.
the toxicity
Yes.
of all toxicity.
Exactly. The
King
king
of toxicity.
Of toxicity.
100%.
Okay,
100%.
I am God level petty. Oh, check it out. I'm opening up a Jamaican restaurant in Bronxville. We're calling it Middle Ave that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be strictly Puerto Rican, Chinese, and Jamaican cuisine. And we're calling it Middle Ave that.
Yo,
That's what that least, yo.
I don't even know how to respond to that. It's like, Miss Tox, you know.
Miss Tox.
Anyway,
Yes.
last but not least, Mike is in the house, a.k.a.
MAGA Porter. A.K.A. this is bull crap.
Bull crap. We're not tolerating any bull crap in this place.
Nincompoop.
All these nincompoop in the White House, in the Pentagon, in the...
Exactly.
In
In Congress, always in spirit with us, Mr. Mike, a.k.a. the intelligent investor.
Baby Trump
Baby Trump.
is in the spirit.
Yes,
And
always with us.
he soon return.
Yes, he will.
We
From
just,
his long hiatus. He's on sabbatical right now. He's on a chef sabbatical. He's learning how to pan-sear salmon on a hot stone
with a coal
in the Jamaican
in
forest.
the backyard, right?
In the backyard, exactly.
Some firewood.
Exactly, using ginger and garlic.
Yo, that sounds like a nice.
So-
That's
so
like a
wrong
real
with-
great concoction, man.
That actually sounds delicious, actually.
Something wrong with you, man. Anyway,
Some coconut basmati
we'll jump
rice
right
here.
into our program. We got some stuff we can discuss. You know, his grandfather or his baby daddy.
He's actually been pretty quiet this
Yeah,
week. What is
so-
it like?
The great-
what
the
is
great-
it? There's
the
always
great-
shenanigans.
the great
No,
Donald.
like I was saying earlier, there's always shenanigans with him. But there was like I haven't heard any shenanigans in like a week.
The people's president.
Maybe he's just getting bored and
Maybe they
tired.
assassinated him.
Listen, folks,
Right.
we're not.
I'm just saying, like
What
Donnie,
you
what's
saying?
going on, bro? I haven't heard from you.
Call me.
What's going on?
So you think?
Call me.
Wait, let me ask you a question. So you think?
You out here running around, skipping and holding hands with Netanyahu. Like, what's going on here, bro?
You think if they assassinate the president, you wouldn't hear anything?
No, maybe they quietly did it, and they're gonna have a clone, like how they did with Jim Carrey. I don't know.
Something wrong with you.
What do you
bro.
mean there's something wrong with me, bro?
I mean, that's gonna be world news.
Bro.
Every broadcast, every network, even networks that don't even
don't
exist.
you understand? The world is run.
They just shut every program down. to interrupt.
Everything
The
will
world
be
is
shut
run
down.
by reptiles who clone
They're
people.
gonna interrupt
Okay?
every program that's airing right now.
No, because we're not gonna know.
How you not gonna know?
Because they could easily
God forbid.
get
God
rid of
forbid.
him and then have a clone in place, the same way they did with Joe Biden. Okay.
Wait, so Joe Biden is a clone?
Of course, that was a clone. Come on. Because
Yo, I see,
Folks,
I see the
we
sun
don't
that-
have
that's
no
barred.
information.
that's
about
exactly
that.
what he said. Yeah,
So
but
it is
it's
stricken from the record.
that was the last conversation I remember with Joe Biden.
Can't validate
It was
that.
what? And then he.
Anyway, as I said, we don't have no facts on it. We can't validate. We're stricken that from the record. There's hearsay.
You can't trigger that from
Yo,
the
why-
record.
why you keep
How was it
censoring-
hearsay
why
when it
you
was
keep-
on the
why-
news?
Why you censoring the man?
It was
for?
on the news.
You this is bad.
How is it hearsay when it was on the news?
What was on the news?
When he had a speech, it was some speech.
We're
he was
not talking about
when it was
that. We're not talking about no speech.
I
We are
beat the
talking
bed. I
about-
don't know what the hell he
You are
said.
talking about that the man is a clone. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking
Attack
about
of the
no damn
Clones.
speech.
Conspiracy.
Again, as I said, we are stricken that from the record. We don't have no proof. We don't have no
Look, they
evidence.
cloned
What is what.
Tyrone and Joe Biden
Who's Tyrone?
and Obama,
Who's Tyrone?
and his wife is a man.
Who's Tyrone?
Something really wrong with you, bro.
Yo, Tox, who's Tyrone?
You never seen that movie, They Clone Tyrone? Excellent movie. You should watch it. It's on Netflix.
I don't know what movie.
What is it called?
With Jamie Foxx. It's called They Clone Tyrone.
He,
Great
maybe,
movie.
Maybe he's the one who made it.
I didn't make it.
Anyway, kick it off, man. What you got on your table?
Actually, to be honest, like I was saying, I'm like regular nonsense as usual. I know who was going back and forth.
Well, inflation is still high. I mean, it tanked.
Yeah, inflation's.
It tanked the market today because of the inflation, and I think it's yesterday also. It was kind of fluctuating yesterday. It went up a little bit, but today it tanked because of when they did analyze, they realized that the inflation is high. Gas.
This is the highest it's ever been,
It's
man.
$101 for a barrel.
$101 a barrel when it's usually $88 a barrel. This is what we're paying.
Well,
you're paying because I don't have a car, but $4.69 a gallon. Like, that's ridiculous.
$4.69. That's regular. I'm talking about $6 for premium.
Well, bro, nobody told you to go buy a $300,000 car. My guy has a $300,000 car.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Right now, the luxury cars think more.
He has a luxury car.
Yeah, premium.
Okay, and Prime Minister does not have a luxury car, and he's paying $4.70 a gallon. That's insane. Insane. That is ridiculous. That is thievery.
Talk to your
Did
your
Uber go
grandfather.
up? Did Uber go up?
Everything is going up.
Uber went up.
Everything went up.
Look, the post office, 8% increase in postage. That just happened a couple of weeks ago.
So where that's going to go?
What's the price of a stamp? What's the price of a stamp now?
Money
Well,
order,
the price
what?
of a stamp is 78 cents, but in July it's going to go up to like 82 cents. Look, priority flat rate. It was just $11.90. It's $12.90 now. You understand what I'm saying? A large flat rate was $31.50. It's $34. That's a lot of money, man.
Ouch. How much is it for a money order?
Money order is still $2.55 for anything $500 and under, $3.60 for anything $501 and over. But that's a lot, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're squeezing. Look, before you know it, stamps, like, look, that's a perfect example of inflation. Before you know it, stamps is going to be $1 a stamp. That's ridiculous. When I came into the post office in 2014, stamps were 46 cents a stamp.
I remember it was 35 cents.
46 cents. So in a matter of 12 years, it went up 32 cents. That's an average of 3 cents a year, or just about 2.8 cents, but that's a lot. That's a lot. And then, what kills me is that these companies that say, we're still cheaper than FedEx and UPS. Yeah, you're also a lot slower than FedEx and UPS. You understand? They're a little bit more, don't get me wrong, the post office is a lot more consistent than what people think, than what the public perceives it as. But you're still not up to par as far as at the speed of UPS or at the speed of FedEx. Like, they're not at that speed yet.
Okay.
I don't think they'll ever get to that speed because FedEx and UPS just runs a little bit more efficiently. But FedEx and UPS has their own problems too.
Yeah, it's very incomparable.
And then,
Incomparable though.
inflation is affecting everybody. They're squeezing the life out of us. Like, if you really think of it, like, look how hard we're struggling. Look, perfect example. We have the food drive this week. Right?
Yo, that thing dried out, bro.
Food drive, right?
Right.
Usually,
We used to get 2 or 3 containers.
we would get 2 or 3. We got these things in the post office. I'm not sure. Is mine on? Hello? It's on. I heard myself, but I don't know what happened. Look, perfect example. This week, every year in the post office, they have a food drive where people, donate food, canned goods, things like that for the homeless or people that can't afford it. Now, usually, we have these big things in our post office called postcons. They're like these big containers that we haul parcels around, things like that.
Right.
But, they're high. They're like 6 feet, They're like 6 feet tall, 4 feet wide. Right. So, usually, we'll fill up about 3 of those, 4 of those.
Easy.
This year, we only fill up 1. And mind you, I'm in Bronxville. Like, Bronxville is a pretty affluent town. Mm-hmm. And they donate. They're big on donating. They're big on helping, the community things like that. So, like, remember, Bronxville is a 1% town. This is where the upper 1% live at. These are people that make, minimum $250,000, $500,000 a year, up to, $10, $15 million a year. You got, what's the commissioner of the NFL lives in Bronxville. So that kind of tells you the kind of people that live in Bronxville.
Right.
So, even them, like, even the rich people are feeling it. That's bad.
The rich.
That's bad. I'm like, us being broke, we're always going to feel it. But for the rich to feel it? That's bad.
Yeah,
That's bad for us.
That's kind of crazy.
What's your
If rich-
definition of broke?
Us. That's our definition
What's
of
your
broke.
definition of broke?
Us.
broke? When you don't have no resources.
Yeah, when you have
Financial
no resources, when you're living check to check.
I mean, respectfully to everybody, we're not broke though.
We're not broke.
No, we are broke. The people that think that we're not broke, they just broke-er. Don't you understand? We're broke. We're not poor. We're not pissed poor, but we're broke. Because look, it's not like, like I said, anybody living paycheck to paycheck, mind you, when I'm talking about people in Bronxville, that's a completely different atmosphere. These are people with money market accounts. These are people that know how to move their money around. These are people that are not,
Absolutely.
These are people that are not living. They're not living hand to mouth.
Right.
These people have generation. They have generational wealth.
100%.
You understand? So when they're feeling it, that's a problem. Right. Because like I tell people all the time, our economics, unfortunately, even though a lot of people don't agree with it, our economics in the United States is trickled down. So the rich have to spend in order for the economy, to be stimulated.
A pinch to them is a slam to us.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Only time we stimulate the economy is during tax return when we get our tax returns. That's only what? Maybe a month or 2 months out the year?
Right.
That we're stimulating the economy? I mean, during Christmas, the economy's stimulated, but that's a lot of people. Remember, a lot of those people, they're charging credit cards. They're going deeper into debt
100%.
by doing that. The only time that we're ever flush, us regular working class people, is when we get a tax return, tax return money. That's the only time that we ever flex.
April.
But mind you, these people that are wealthy, these are wealthy people, like people that are in Bronxville, that if they're pinching pennies, that's a problem. That's a big indicator that, our economy is not doing very well. When you have the upper, 1%, 2% watching their pennies.
For real.
Because they usually don't watch their pennies. They don't have to. They're very good with money. Obviously, that's where they have money. They know how to move their money around. But when they're squeezing pennies, imagine what we're doing.
Right.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But I think
so that's a very that's an indicator that
the reality is that a lot of people can't afford like regular basic necessities, man.
What do you consider as broke? What is your definition as broke, of someone being broke?
Not be able to meet certain obligations, not be able to pay bills, not be able to eat 3 meals a day.
So if someone is doing that, right, they're still able to maintain the bill. They're just not having the extra loot to buy things.
yeah.
And they don't have maybe some savings, or maybe they have $20 in the bank, or they have $1,000 in the bank. They still eating 3 meals a day, but they still living from paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Would you say they broke?
No.
So what is the definition then as someone being broke?
They might be struggling. Broke means like you don't have any money.
Yeah, no one. Look, let's put it this way. Broke to me is like because let's put it this way. If I was to lose my job tomorrow, I can't sustain myself for the next 3 to 4 months. I got to get a job immediately because I don't have anything saved up. Like I have a little bit of money saved up, but that's not going to be anything.
At that point,
that's going to sustain myself.
At that point, you probably considered broke.
Yeah.
God forbid, but
I mean, right now we're working broke. Like if you really think of it, we're working class broke. We live paycheck to paycheck. We may live a little bit better because our wages are higher, but look, we still have a lot of bills.
So if you broke, that means you're poor, right?
No,
Would you
broke.
say-
No, you're poor is worse than broke. Poor is you have no money. Poor is that you have to wait the first of the month to get your
right.
EBT stipend.
Right, I think poor might be on.
To get poor is worse than broke.
Poor might take on like a seasonal definition
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Poor is worse than broke.
It's not necessarily your situation. It's just the times, the moments.
Poor is worse than broke. We're broke. We're broke. We're working class broke. That's what we are. Or like lower, like they try to say lower middle class, but I hate that term. We're working class. We're working class people. We work, but we're still living check to check.
Yeah, I think most of us we should wait for like a difficult situation for us to try to manage our money better.
Yeah.
I realized like during like COVID or whatever when we kind of lost some money and the money was coming in like it normally would.
Yeah.
I realized that there was a lot of things that I was able to do. I cut out subscriptions. I started making stuff at the house.
Yeah.
I started taking the bus, leave my car at the house.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I actually blame COVID for the reason that we're in inflation now. Because that stimulus money was the worst thing that ever happened to our country's economy.
Why do you say that?
Because all that, you don't remember that time? I didn't take $1 of that stimulus money because I knew that there was a catch to it.
We
And
all
you
got,
saw
we all
what
got
happened.
that, right? We all got a stimulus check.
Yeah, but what it is,
You what?
everybody was getting
We
that
all
stimulus.
got a stimulus check.
I didn't get
When?
one. I didn't take $1.
When was that?
In
During
2020,
COVID.
remember when they were giving like the
During
$1,200 or whatever?
Oh, you're talking about the pandemic?
The
side?
stimulus money, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
think
saying
we
is
did
that
get some.
really messed us up because, remember, everything skyrocketed after that. Dude, before that happened in 2020, a one-bedroom apartment here might have been $1,400, $1,500.
We were stimulating
After
the
that
economy.
happened, a one-bedroom now was $2,000 a month on an average.
So then it should have
At
went back
2000,
down.
You're talking about a studio is all like
Yeah,
$2
because
grand.
they spent, remember,
A studio is like $2 grand.
yeah,
like
$2,000.
15,
So a one-bedroom
1800.
might be $2,800.
Wait, hold
You're looking
on.
over $3,000 for a two-bedroom apartment right now.
Yeah, I don't want you to float that in the air so freely, though.
What?
No, he's not floating. He's being honest.
You get a mortgage, man, for like $1,800.
Not
Yeah,
anymore.
but so-
Yeah, if you got the money,
Well,
to buy the house and put
the interest
the
rate
20%
is too
down,
high right now.
the
It's
interest rate
like
is ridiculous right now.
6% and change.
That's
so
what I'm saying. The pandemic really messed everything up. Like
You're not gonna
people
get-
should have never took that money and then they spent it. And then what it is? Oh, the economy's good. Let's raise everything up. Because you know what happens when they raise prices? You never bring them back down.
No, it should have went back down.
No, it didn't. No, yeah, but you're right. But it didn't.
They should be regulated.
No, but they don't. That's what I'm saying. That's why inflation never goes down. It raises up. And see what it is like that. Basically, that whole pandemic and that whole stimulus money, and everybody thinking, oh, we'll never go broke again. Yeah, okay. 3 months later, you were dead ass broke. And then the year after that, summertime was quiet. You know why? Because when it came to taxes, guess what? They took all that pandemic money back. You understand? The PPP loans.
They did. They took
Yeah, they took that money back. Because look, in summer, what was that? Summer 2020, 2021, when they gave all that money? The pandemic. Everybody was spending money. There was money. Everybody had money. And then summer of 2022 and summer of 2023, summertime was quiet. Tax season was quiet because they took all that money back. You guys thought you were going to get money. And I told everybody, I said, don't trust it. There's no such thing as a free lunch. There is no such thing as a free lunch.
How they took it back?
Huh?
How they took it back?
Because remember, that stimulus money, that was on a, what do you call it? That stimulus money, that was basically, that was a loan against your future tax returns.
So did they deduct it out of the
Yeah,
your
they did.
tax
Of course they did. And then look, all the people that were scamming, they made it so easy to scam. Remember, the people who just got $1,200, they didn't really lose out on that. I knew dudes that were getting $20,000, $30,000, bro.
From what?
From scamming. PPP loans.
PPE.
PPP loans. They were getting,
people still going to jail for that.
dude, they were getting unemployment. They didn't even have a job, and they were getting unemployment. $1,600 a week.
How could that happen?
All that added up. This was all during the pandemic. And then what happened? A year later, when all the money dried up, and then when you tried, now it came back to bite you in your ass.
But you're talking about
Now you got audited.
you're talking about pandemic too. You know that there is this new disease out.
Oh, the hantavirus?
Yeah, they
That
call
don't fall for that bullshit. It's nonsense.
Some-
I'm not falling
No,
for
why you
that
say
again.
that? Why you say
I'm
that?
not taking no vaccine. I'm not wearing no mask.
Well,
You're not running that bullshit on
They
me
don't
again.
have they don't have no vaccine for it. So
It's
that's
bullshit.
well, we don't know. I mean, at the end of the day,
It's bullshit. You're going
whether-
to fall for it again?
whether they creating stuff or it was legit, somewhere down the line, there's a disease out there like similar to the COVID because they were saying
I heard there was a ship. There was like a ship.
yeah.
or something
So
like
people, there was even 2 people from New York on it, and they right now in Texas, I think.
And you
it's
know what's funny? That
quarantine
was-
center.
Well, they isolated them.
Yeah, but you're not gonna stop it. This is not gonna happen. And the
But that was
funniest
the
thing
same
that
thing that happened when the coronavirus in 2018, 2019 first popped up. Remember, the pandemic didn't start till 2020, but the coronavirus was already around in 2019.
it was in 20,
And it was on a
December-
cruise. The same, they're running
in
the same
December
exact
they
play.
found-
They're running the same exact narrative to try to get people to scare. Oh, now we have another vaccine for you, bro. That's that vaccine that people took. Okay, that affected a lot.
But
of
they
people.
don't have any
That
vaccine yet for this. For
yeah,
this thing. They
right
don't know
now.
what it is.
But watch how conveniently they come up with one in the next few months. I'm telling you, mark my words.
Which vaccine usually take about 5 to 6
Exactly.
years to develop.
But watch them come up with something in a few months.
COVID
I am
vaccine
not
didn't take that long to
exactly.
come out.
Exactly.
No,
I'm not
saying
falling for it.
vaccines usually take about
They take years.
years to develop.
Yeah, the good ones.
Right. So
They take years.
the
The COVID
fact-
vaccine was already in play because they planned that pandemic, bro.
I don't know. That going on some conspiracy thing.
No.
I mean, we hear all
Right,
type of
right.
Man, conspiracy theories been batting 1,000 for the past 5 years, man.
We hear
They're
all
no
these
longer
type of
conspiracy
stuff.
theorists. They're truth tellers.
Prophets.
They're prophets, exactly. They're prophesizing. They're no longer conspiracy theorists.
Well,
they're prophets.
What I can say, what I know, and this is, I don't need the government to tell me anything. What I know for sure.
I don't believe anything the government tells me.
When it comes to these diseases, there are much more coming. There are worse diseases are coming. And the reason why I'm saying that, and this is evidence I have, because this is in the Bible, there are, when the coming and the closeness of God to return to this planet, to claim his people, biblically, from a spiritual standpoint, there are disease gonna be. They have one where the Bible talks about.
Yeah, famine, disease, the swarm of locusts, all that, right?
The last one is called the 7 last plagues. No, these are disease where there's no cure for it.
Yeah.
No matter how smart, no how you could bring all science in the world, there's no cure they're gonna have for it.
Yeah.
It's like the Armageddon. It's the ending of time. So that I can say, without no conspiracy theory, that I can say these things are coming. Now, these little offshoot stuff, it can be triggered by us, man, human being. I mean, even with the 7 last plague, it's gonna.
Even with the what?
Even with the 7 last plague, it's probably gonna get triggered by man. Man is gonna do something dumb, where it's gonna create these. Disease, or it's God himself is going to put these plagues on this land for whatever. I mean, it's
look at the similarities when coronavirus first came out and what's going on with hantavirus. They're running the same playbook. They're running the same play.
Well, they're talking about this.
It sounds about right, though. It sounds about right.
They're talking about this virus. It's not
I'm not
airborne, and it's not. You only
Scaremongering.
I'm not falling for it.
You need closer contact. But then again, it came on the news. I think it was today or yesterday,
and we
where it was mentioned that they cannot verify that this is not.
And we learn not to believe anything that they say on the news
because it's spreading. And they said
not what?
It's not. They claim that it's not airborne. So it's like we have to get close contact. Like so, people like
that's
family,
the same thing they initially said about coronavirus.
Like the family itself. I mean, someone have it because you live in a household and you get in contact with your son, your kid, your wife, et cetera, et cetera. So it will travel fast like that. So they're saying that it's not like airborne where it will travel through the air and stuff like that. But someone also on the news is saying that they can't verify if that this thing is not airborne because the way is also manipulating and attacking people, where these 2 people came off the ship from also New York. I think they're in Texas, isolate is in CDC environment, isolated, and there's some other people where they never been on the ship and they got the stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's nonsense. Don't you understand? They're running the same play. And they're fear-mongering because what it is, when you don't know something, you know how they say, oh, but it's unknown. It could be this, it could do that. So basically what they're trying to do is, anybody could catch it. No, it's nonsense. This is another experiment in compliance and keeping people in line by using fear.
I think you said.
You understand? That's all it comes down to.
It will kill up 40%. I think they gave a number, like if it catches, I think, based on what my recollection, they said if, like, say, for instance, 10 people catch it, I think maybe 3 or 4 people out of the 10 gonna die.
Yeah, so basically it has a 40% mortality rate. That's what you're saying. It has a 40% mortality. But that's what I mean. They're using all, and who's coming up with these studies? I don't believe anything. Like, I really don't. I don't believe a word that they say. Okay? The coronavirus proved it. Dr. Fauci with his lying ass proved it. Bill Gates with his nonsense proved it.
Prove what?
That they're full of shit. And they're running an experiment on us. Don't you understand? It's a psyop.
Well, put it this way. Whether it's experiment or something just develop on its own because they claim
it didn't develop on its own. It was manufactured.
It's some rodent thing where like rats or people have to be around those type of stuff for it to get into your system.
Overseas.
And so forth. So at the end of the day, regardless if it's something like that or what
Bro.
it came into existence.
They're manufacturing
So-
the
And it
panic.
became our problem.
Look,
And
it's
it become
Hegelian.
our
It's
problem.
Hegelian dialect all over again.
Whether
They,
they
It's-
they are
generated-
manufacturing.
It's a what?
It's Hegelian dialect all over again. They are manufacturing the panic to sell us a cure. It's nonsense,
Marketing.
But the vaccine was free.
huh?
The vaccine is free.
Of course, it was free because do you have any idea what the
Are
do
they
you have any
selling
idea the things? Do you have any idea the things that are in that vaccine? Do you have any, all these cases? How many people have died so far from taking that vaccine? It's in the millions worldwide. Look, my mother's never had heart problems in her life. I begged my mother. I'm not lying about this. I begged my mother not to take that vaccine. This is when they had the 2 trial one, right?
You know what's great?
I begged my mother.
You know what's
I
great?
begged her. No, let me finish.
You know
I
what's-
begged my mother, please don't take it. I don't trust it. She went and took it. A week later, she's in the hospital for congestive heart failure. Now my mother has a pacemaker in her chest.
Damn.
My mother never had heart problems. We don't
She
have
had
a history of heart
underlying
problems
issues before
in
that?
our, no, we don't have that. And I still argue with my mother to this day because, but it could have been an underlying thing. No, that's bullshit. We never had that. They put something in that vaccine, and depending on how your immune system is, it can do anything that immerses into your body and create some sort of sickness. That's why if you notice, people have been getting heart attacks. People have been getting high blood pressure. There's certain things in
Stroke,
that
a
vaccine.
stroke.
There's minerals, yes.
Well, look at it this way too.
And it's, they're trying to pull the same shit again because obviously they didn't get enough people with the coronavirus, so now they want to put this fucking hantavirus bullshit, which is nonsense. It's nonsense.
So again, piggybacking off what he said, but they didn't get enough people. Literally, they claim that the world is overpopulated and they need to eliminate some people from it. Now, this guy on the radio, this was
Bill
maybe-
Gates says that.
Maybe this was
Bill Gates
probably
said that?
about.
Bill
there was
Gates
another-
says that, and his father was a known eugenicist. You know what a eugenicist is?
Talk to me.
Those are people that want to eliminate people. Eugenicists want to dwindle the population.
There was this guy on the radio, I think it was like
Eradicate
maybe
this.
10 12
Exactly.
years ago. He mentioned that, people need to be eradicated to balance out this world and stuff like that.
And
So
that's a lie
I'm
because
sitting
we're not
there, I'm thinking,
overpopulated.
I'm like,
We're not overpopulated.
you have so many wealthy countries here. You have even people are throwing away food on a regular basis.
Exactly.
What type of a situation you cannot feed
Because
people?
the world is run by greedy psychopaths.
So and I'm just like, what are you
understand?
talking about?
Hello? Oh. The world is run by greedy psychopaths.
It's unfortunate, man.
These are
It's
not good
crazy,
people.
bro.
There's plenty
The
of land.
people-
You know when
let's
you
put it this way: the
when you
people at the
ride
top
it,
are not good people. None of them are.
I used to be on the bus riding down south, man. You passed nothing but land, man. I had no idea there was so much farmland in the United States.
Yeah, which the Chinese own most
Yeah,
of it.
but no,
And
no.
the Chinese government owns most of it, and then Bill Gates owns the other half of it.
Yeah, Bill Gates had bought up a few
He's the largest. He's the largest.
thousands.
Yeah. And why is he doing that?
Wow.
And why is he doing that? Because
He
now he's
built
trying
his
to
own
control
city.
the farmland. No, he's trying to control the farmland. If you look, like when you go buy produce, you have to look at your produce now. If you see something on your fruit that says a peel, don't eat it.
It says what?
It says a peel. It's a company that he owns. It's called a peel.
How's it spelled?
APEEL. There's a little sticker. Okay, they're the ones that they're spraying some sort of pesticides, supposedly, on the fruit, to keep the people healthy. But no, it's making people sick. The guy's a psycho, man. Like I'm saying, the people in this world, they are greedy psychopaths. They are sociopaths. They do not care about us.
But didn't he predict some type of a pandemic?
Yeah,
the
because
past.
he helped plan it.
Well, I don't know about that, but I mean, I think he had to make some type of prediction that.
Look, let's put it. He's wanted for war crimes in India. You know that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's wanted for war crimes in India for performing, and actually a couple of countries in Africa too, for performing
I know in Africa.
experiments on
I know
people.
in Africa what they did, and this
Yeah.
is how corrupt.
Also in India.
So did the people get affected? Like,
No, but what? Because he has a lot of money, so he keeps running. But he's
So
wanted in these
they
countries.
had caught him, and this was on the news, and this was around.
Yeah.
They had caught him in Africa. I forgot what part of the continent, what
You know, like
country.
Botswana or something like that. One of them.
They caught him. So he was given vaccine, and they thought that the vaccine was to help their immune
It
system and
was
stuff
killing
like.
people. It was
So
weakening their.
what they were doing, what the vaccine was doing, it was sterilizing them, meaning
Yeah.
they can't have kids and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Now, I think he also admitted, and because he got caught, and nothing came out of it.
Exactly. Say he did the same thing in India. He did the same thing in India.
you know what that remind me of when they were using them folks back in the day as like guinea pigs and stuff,
Yeah,
experiments
it's the
and
same
stuff.
thing, bro. It's the same exact thing. These people are eugenicists. They're psychopaths.
But if I mean,
understand?
this is crazy.
They're
If
trying to preserve their race.
Yes.
This all goes back to white supremacy. It goes deep, bro.
Extremely
It goes
bothersome.
real deep.
So people should
Hello?
start.
Hello?
People should just think for themselves.
Hello?
People should definitely.
Hello? Hello? Okay.
I don't know. I mean, this thing is, but and the thing is, if this is really 100% truth to it,
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad. I mean, why you're trying to? They claim that the world is overpopulated.
It's not.
It's 8 billion point something people in the world, right?
The world is not overpopulated. They're trying to control us. They're trying to put us in
You
camps.
have all these wealthy countries. Just here alone, the amount of stuff what we toss away, dump, food on a nightly basis. You have restaurants that cook, right? And one of the things what I mean, some restaurants they do good deeds. They do good deeds where they give out instead of tossing the food out.
Yeah, they'll
they
feed the
give it
homeless.
out.
Yeah.
They feed the homeless.
Where they do that at?
Majority.
Certain restaurants do
Yeah,
that.
certain restaurants. There was a restaurant.
Like at the end of the night?
It's not necessarily
Yeah.
that they advertise it, but yeah, they do.
So instead of just tossing out the food, they give the food to these homeless people.
Yeah, they'll go to the homeless, they'll go to the
people
soup
who are-
kitchens.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That would help. I mean, instead of tossing the food out, I mean just find. So you have a few restaurants that doing that. I think maybe if I'm safe to say, I'm not sure if it's majority or half or whatever the case may be. They don't do stuff like that. They just once they done some of them leave it for leftovers, and some of them just toss it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, if you're tossing this food, I mean, we look at homelessness out here. We look at hunger. I mean, why don't you just donate the food? I mean, we have all these billions of dollars where we're putting into in our infrastructure. I mean, in the U.S.,
donate the food or manage better.
they can find $40 billion to give to Ukraine. They can find. I mean, I am not saying that do not help, because I would like someone to help me as well. At the end of the day,
all like that.
we are taking. I mean, you see how the U.S. and other countries waste so much money.
Yeah.
You have Ukraine as an example. We are not the only country in the world, or wealthy country in the world, where we can say, you know what, all right, I give 1 billion, you give 1 billion, you give
Yeah.
1 billion, you give 1 billion. And by the time you know it, Ukraine have 20 billion or whatever the case may be. But we are taking, and the funniest thing is that we look in our, on this country, and we look in our society, and homelessness, hunger, poverty. I mean, you would surprise that someone go overseas and say, "Oh yeah, there's poverty in America."
Okay.
Somebody would probably tell you like, "You stupid and dumb, or stop lying."
We're one of the richest countries in the world.
You would not, you cannot receive that type of. I mean,
Right, it's hard to fathom.
yeah, it's like what America poverty is there. You're not gonna think of that sort. People all over the world who look into this country and they see the wealth. And you tell them that there's poverty here, there's homelessness.
They're gonna look at you like you're crazy.
They're gonna look at you like you're nuts.
This is, remember, we're a first world country.
It's
So
crazy.
that's what they call them, first world problems. We're probably one of the wealthiest countries in the world.
The U.S.
There shouldn't be homelessness. There
There should
shouldn't
be
be
a direct
hunger.
reflection of that.
Yeah,
US
no, but they shouldn't be. Why? Because the powers that be are greedy. They're greedy. They're psychopaths. They don't care about anybody but themselves and their own self-interest. And that's the problem.
Cynical.
That's the problem. No, it's not cynical. They're greedy. No, it's not. It's not cynical. They're greedy. No, they're greedy. They are greedy
disturbing.
psychopaths. That's what they are.
You're supposed to be sworn in to
And they know
represent
exactly
the
who they
people,
are.
right? You're supposed to sworn in to represent the people.
people are burning the Bible. What are you talking
Yeah.
about swearing?
And to be
That
honest,
has nothing to do with that.
like that, let's put it this way: that whole structure of our government is a farce. It is nonsense. It is not what it was supposed to be. When our initial government was
Everybody want to
created,
get into politics to enrich themselves.
it is a farce, exactly. And they're not supposed to enrich themselves. You're supposed to enrich the community.
Right.
You understand?
You're
not supposed to enrich yourself.
You go to politics because you want to help people.
Exactly.
You want to help.
Not
people.
and none
You
of them
wanna
do that. Everything is
help
self-serving.
build up society. But because of the corruption within this country and the political corruption that is in this country, some people will go in and they're innocent. They have morals. They have, straight the narrow way and stuff
And
like
then
that.
somebody buys them out and they become
And by
jaded.
the time they go in, it's
Exactly.
a different
It's
story
a
because
cesspool,
they
bro.
see so much money, they have so much access where they can make millions
Exactly.
within minutes, days, and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And because of that, some of them just get overnight
Exactly.
corrupted. I mean, there are few still 1 and 2 there. I mean, I don't know who they are.
But even them, they're all corrupted.
They're there. I mean, that who stand their ground still, who fighting for the right, and they're not taking one, they're helping society. But
Yeah.
I mean, you probably could count on one hand.
Yeah.
Based on who are
The only difference
those
between
people
them
in
and me is that I admit that I'm a dirtbag.
Unbelievable.
I admit that I'm a dirtbag. Yes, I am going to take everything for myself. I will enrich myself and my family. I will have a harem. I will have a harem of 40 women. But I openly admit it.
He's over here sitting there cussing these people how they're corrupted and stuff like that, and he's thinking this damn evilness. That doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean?
Well, he's very
No, because I'm honest
I
about
mean
who
what
I
I
am.
just said.
I'm honest about who I am.
You cannot be honest and evil at the same time.
Yes, you
How?
can. That is the purest form of honesty, is pure evil. You understand? That's why I'm the king of toxicity. See, you guys like to get me riled up. That's the problem. Y'all like to get me riled up.
Something wrong with you, man.
No, there's something wrong with y'all because you guys want to be toxic.
You know what? But the thing is, you gotta respect it though, because it's not like he's trying to hide it.
No, I'm not.
You know exactly what to expect from him.
No, but he's over there
You
preaching
trust him to
about
be
they
himself.
do this, they do this, they doing that, they evil this, and when he has evil thoughts.
Yeah.
How
Yes.
the hell? That doesn't make any sense. It's
Yes,
like
it
an
makes
eye.
perfect sense.
Because
You know why?
they're being hypocritical about
Because
it. He's
look,
being real about it.
because
He's
look,
a hypocrite. That's what
No,
it
I'm
comes down
not,
to.
because I'm openly admitting that I'm evil. So if somebody votes me in knowing that I'm evil,
You
that's
evil.
their dumb ass. These people are acting like, oh, we're your friend, we care about you.
But why you complaining
No,
about them
they
for?
don't.
Why are you complaining about their evils?
Yo, Maga.
Because-
Maga just was told.
Because I really believe in civil service. I really believe.
Maga, I'm going to tell you how toxic Justin is. He was told, you're better than that, Justin. He said, no, I'm not.
No, I'm not. When they tell me, Just, you're the bigger person. No, I'm not.
You over here riling up and complaining about these corrupted bastards all over the damn
Because they have no business running this country the same way I have no business running this country.
So who's gonna run the country then?
What? To be honest with you, I'm at the point now that the people need to govern themselves.
No, definitely not.
I'm at the point
How is that gonna
the
work?
people need to govern
How would that
themselves.
work?
Definitely.
No, it goes back to tribalism. It goes back to things like that.
What?
Yeah, it can be very vicious. But what it is, the people need to
Then
govern
it's gonna be too much
themselves.
crime.
We don't need these leaders. You know why? Because they don't care about us. They do not have our interests they don't have our best interests in heart. They have their best interests in heart. And that's what makes me happy, because I let it be known. I tell people, no, I don't want to help you. If I'm walking in the street and I have $1 and you need $1, guess what? I'm not giving it to you. But I'm telling you the honest truth. I'm not helping you. But you're believing these people that are saying, oh, we want to help you. No, they don't want to help you. They want to exploit you. I don't want to exploit anybody. I don't want to help you. I don't want to exploit you. And if I do exploit you, most likely you gave me good reasons to exploit you. Because you're an idiot and you're easy and you can be easily exploited. That's the other thing too. A lot of these psychopaths, they're very smart. Just like me, I'm a very smart person.
Very
We're smart
calculated.
people.
Very
See, the difference
calculated.
between y'all is that, y'all feel bad for stupid people. I don't. Because they're stupid. They deserve to be eradicated. Okay?
What have we had here?
What do you mean?
Tax of all tax. I mean, how you gonna blame?
Yo, Maga, spray the place, man.
All
How
right?
you gonna blame the situation? He over here, I don't get it, folks.
These are all toxic
Listen.
facts.
Maga, spray the place, man.
Listen, at the end of the day,
Bury the sage is so
you seen this.
See, MAGA should be in politics. You know why? Because MAGA actually genuinely
honest
cares about the community.
Right.
It makes me sick to my stomach,
You see,
but he genuinely
he's
cares
sitting over
about
here.
the community.
He's sitting out here what the
You understand?
what the Republicans or the Democrats or
But see,
whoever
I
should
know
do.
how to corrupt. But see, what people don't understand is that I can corrupt MAGA if I want to.
How is that gonna work?
You understand what I'm saying? If I need him to do something and he's my incumbent, my congressman, take care of my district, and I need him to do something, guess what? I'm gonna be Shabba Ranks, and I'm dropping off a trailer load of girls in front of his house
Yeah.
because I know
Well, you know
that's his vice.
that what?
Because I know that's his vice. I'm gonna drop off a trailer
my
load
vice?
of girls, joints,
That's
girls with no gag
I
reflex.
thought that was your addiction.
You understand?
I thought it was your addiction.
No, that's not my addiction.
You don't,
Bro, my addiction is to be evil.
That's his addiction he's talking about.
My addiction is to spread toxicity. My addiction is to corrupt good people. That's my addiction.
And who's those good people?
Yeah, you and this one.
I'm not gonna be a
Mr. Maga and hello, whatever, baby. That's my job. If I can corrupt these two, I am the man. Okay, I will control this world.
See,
Okay, I will rule it with an iron fist.
That's why Mike abandoned you.
Yeah, that's why Mike left. Mike, come back, man. Come on, man. I was just playing.
Yeah, I was just playing. I'm just serious.
See, like Mike, like you know about Mike, Baby Trump. Baby Trump, because they care about their community, they care about the people, they care about the well-being of the people. And what it is, we don't have that anymore. It's very, very rare. Like you have a couple of people in government. Like I want to say Thomas Massey. Thomas Massey's a good guy. A lot of people may not agree with him, but Thomas Massey's a good guy because he actually cares about his people. There's certain people that care and there's certain people that don't. Right. Like I talk about Trump. Trump don't care about nobody but Trump.
No, people get in and then they
Trump
change.
don't care about nobody but Trump, but I can respect that because he doesn't hide the fact. He's not trying to be your friend. He's not trying to be liked.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
You care less.
Like I can't stand Joe Biden. I really can't. I used to like Joe Biden until he said, "Oh, you know, you ain't black if you don't vote for me, man. Fuck you." Like don't placate me. Don't insult my intelligence. Right. That's when I saw how full of crap he was. And then all the nonsense with Obama. I voted for Obama twice, bro. I loved Obama. And then I saw him for the kind of person that he is. You're a bozo. And then Kamala Harris. Well, her nonsense, but she's a high-end prostitute anyway. So
Sure, what?
she's a high-end prostitute anyway. That's all she is.
Why are you floating that in the ear like that, man?
Anyway, we're stricken that from the record.
No, we're not stricken it from the record. Kamala, you're a whore. I said it. Okay? You were Willie Brown's side chick.
The FCC
and you were introduced
They're coming, man. They're
by
coming.
Fillmore Slim. And y'all know who Fillmore Slim is. Kamala was one of his bottom hoes. I know exactly who you are.
Yo.
As we said, we don't have no information, no record of whatever.
What do you mean?
Whatever bullshit he's over there, we are stricken that from the record. This doesn't belong.
You're killing me, Maga.
Garage doesn't support or none of that nonsense or that hearsay or that make-up conspiracy crap. What he talking about? So it's
Kamala. I got pictures. Kamala, I got naked pictures of you, and I'm gonna send them to Maga, and he's gonna know what I mean.
Yo, I swear they're coming for you.
They're not. Come and get me. Come and get me. My name is Justin Mike Porter. Okay, I live on 236 in the Reed. Hey, come and get me. I ain't scared of nobody. This guy right here.
Yeah. He's a bad bully, right? But yet
this guy right here, Justin Angel Don Grieger Khalees. I'm not scared of nobody.
Yo,
I'm not scared.
He's scared, right? He's bad and bougie, right? But yet he's giving out wrong information, right? Where he lives and all that stuff.
What do you mean? It's misdirection, bro. This is chess, not checkers.
Facts. Facts.
Round and round we go.
No, you're a bad boy, man. You're tox, so you don't give a shit.
Exactly, I'm King Tox.
So give them the right address.
He's protecting your privacy. He's protecting your privacy.
So give them the right address.
Maga.
Okay, fine.
Yo.
No, let him give it the right address.
I live at 4261 Derima Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10467.
Don't do that, please.
Something is wrong. Anyway, folks, listen.
Salud.
I don't know what I don't even know what.
Yo, they just
But
was
folks,
talking.
as I said,
somebody yelled from the street, "Don't give them the address. Don't give them the address."
I didn't get the address here. This is an undisclosed location. We're in Alaska.
This is classified.
Right.
We in the Middle
This
East
is
right now.
We're in Don Grieger right now.
Yo, fall back, bro.
We're in Don Grieger. In Don Grieger, they call me Dickie.
I wonder why. Anyway, folks, it's about that time.
That's it? Nah, we've been on for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. Look at
You're
the time.
rambling, man. You're going off.
Sorry.
You're going over the tangent.
See? No, because you guys get me started, and I start going on my tangents.
You always have a tangent. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? Because you get me started.
Get you what started? You
started.
always started.
You want to spread this propaganda.
What propaganda we
Talking
spreading?
about, oh, the hantavirus. No, there is no hantavirus. They're playing with
Listen,
us.
I'm on reporting. I'm just his messenger. I'm reporting what they
Don't
say.
you understand? We are at war.
At war. Yeah.
Okay, we are at war.
we are
These are
one war.
these are my generals right here. Us three right here. We are at war
100%.
with the whole world.
No, I'm not no war with
We're
him.
at war. CIA, he's not scared of you. NSA, he's not scared of you. I'm not scared of none of y'all.
Champion boy.
Champion boy.
That's them involved.
And this is all sponsored by.
If you want to be a part of his corruption,
And this is all sponsored by. I'm gonna have that Jamaican and Puerto Rican cuisine.
that's the restaurant you open up, right? But I have that.
I'm gonna have that.
Hey boy, I want some of that.
Without that.
I'm gonna have that.
You can't make this up for me.
Bro,
Anyway,
we would go viral.
final thought.
Okay. Final thought.
You didn't even know what because on that bullshit. all
Final
night.
thought. The hantavirus is not real. Okay. I think Donald Trump is no longer with us. There's a clone walking around of him. And
We're shaking that from the record.
And I really hope Angel and Margaret Porter go into politics because they will actually make a difference. And on top of that, I'll have 2 politicians on my pocket and I can get away with whatever I want. That's my final thought.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Here he goes. Here
My final thought is just
stay strong.
speak positivity into existence. Like what's the name of the what's the name of the pastor?
Speak toxicity into existence. Huh? What's the name of the what?
You're the one who called for that.
All right, Joel Osteen said stuff doesn't happen to us.
I like Joel Osteen.
It happens for us.
That is true.
Well, he's another corrupted
He is
so-called.
Well, no, he was the one that he didn't
Minister.
let people in. He didn't let people in, right? Like,
Right.
remember when
Hurricane.
those hurricanes? Like he come on the fire for that.
He has so much conflicts, hypocrisy. What he does. I mean, at the end of the day,
To be honest, when I first seen him, I thought he was a Martin Short character. Like I thought remember Martin Short, the actor that plays all these different
These
characters?
guys using
I thought he was a
God-
Martin Short character.
God name as a leverage to make their millions and
That's
billions.
not good. That I don't like.
Creflo-
You don't use God's name to be prosperous. You
But
don't do
that's
that.
most of them out there. All these
Yeah,
big celebrity pastors.
Those are charlatans.
Most of them out there.
Those are
That's
charlatans.
what they do. It's a scheme they use. God name. God is a mission. It's a ministry.
Yes.
It's to help bring back. So you have all these millions, and they're going over there telling people, "Oh, so $1,000, and God will enrich you. God will bless you." Now you have these millions of dollars in your account, in the church account.
Exactly.
People there are suffering and struggling, but
And they're
yet
still
you're
giving you money.
telling them to give you $500, $10,000 because God is going to open up the windows of heaven and pour out the blessing on
Yeah,
you.
that's you're praying on the weak.
You see what I'm saying?
You're praying on the
These
weak when you do stuff
corrupted-
like that.
And all of them, actually, most of them out there are like that. From Steen, Creflo Dollar, from even
All of them.
the other day, Creflo Dollar want to buy a $60 million plane.
Exactly.
And he has a plane already.
And you got
I'm
a plane.
talking about something where I don't know, some bullshit shit he talking about, and then he's like, well, I'm gonna use it to take people around the world for ministry. How many people you're gonna take out of your church? You have a mega church.
Exactly.
How many people can fit in that plane?
Exactly. He ain't taking nobody on that.
Everybody to go between him and his wife and his concubines or whoever
That
else.
was Creflo? Who was that? Or Hezekiah? Who was that?
It was Creflo Dollar with that plane.
Disgusting Creflo.
It's
And
crazy,
you've been doing
bro.
this forever.
I think this was about maybe 4, 5, or 6 years ago, somewhere around there.
Insane.
This is crazy. And this is what most of these, I mean, not all of them are bad, but majority of them, those
Yeah,
mega
they're
church,
charlatans, and then they make real evangelists look bad.
They have on this, they have this one called Pop Off. Every
That's
selling
cool.
holy water.
What's your thought, Maga? What's your thought?
What's your final thought, there,
Anyway,
Margo?
folks, it's rough, it's tough. Society is not doing well financially. This country, financial structure is in a kind of gutter, and it's creating
definitely. I
problem
agree.
for. It's also pushing up crime because people can't make ends meet, and then people mind are just unstable because they are trying to figure out what they need to do, and the only thing some of them can think about is go do crimes, robbery,
Exactly.
rob people or hurt someone for their hard work money.
I'm all for it.
So just ignore over there. Just ignore. I mean, at the end of the day, you didn't hear none of that. None of that. It's tricking. You didn't hear that.
No, I agree with you. I agree with what you're saying.
At the same time, folks, just started thinking, just started trying to do Mandati. Well, let me reverse that. Kandati, he's trying to make an effort at trying to kind of paint a good picture for himself. I heard Amazon is donating about 100 million towards, I don't know if it's New York, but that is going towards some type of a healthcare system for New York. And then they said he's additionally gonna donate another 25 million because he was planning to raise tax on the rich or whatever case. So they all, to be honest, they've been hightailing it to Westchester County. The
all those families in New York, they've been hightailing it to Westchester County in the last 6 months.
The possibility is that he may not raise the tax again on the rich or whatever because Amazon decide to dump that. That's a lot of money, $100 and something million. I mean,
I hope he gets mauled by a zoo lion in the middle of Manhattan.
Who that?
From Donnie.
Well, we're not wishing any violence for anyone. We may
What do you mean? That's not violence.
We disagree with his policy. We disagree his motive and how he does things and how he con people out of his. But we're still not supporting any violence towards him. He's still a human being. Same like Trump. I mean, I don't like Trump because of the nonsense what he does. But I don't want anyone to hurt him at the end of the day. He's still a human being. He's still a person. At the end of the day, we can sit down, rationalize, and agree to disagree. And go separate ways, whatever I may form in my mind towards you or mentally towards you and how I think about you, that's my prerogative. You do the same thing, but at the same time, we're not going to hurt each other for our own thoughts, our own belief, or whatever the case may be. So at the end of the day, we don't support
disagreement.
That. We don't support that. But again, folks, just as what Angel says, stay strong, stay focused.
To be honest, at this point, I think we should, to be honest, a lot, pray.
And that is,
Or not even pray, just talk to God. Talk to God. He's always listening.
One of the things,
pray.
Is so profound. A friend of ours here, from the garage.
Yeah.
He's been on the show 1 and 2 times. His name is Dimitri. And he had posted something in our chat, our boys chat, and he said, you know what? Folks, remember that Jesus Christ is here and repent from all our sins and ask God for forgiveness and live and try to live a good life. And it is at the same time, it's kind of thrown me off because his mind doesn't, his mind on a different page at times. But the fact that he's recognizing these things and this is what this world needs now. We need a higher power. We need someone who need to come in.
Got to make your faith stronger.
And help us out, human beings. But at the same time, unfortunately, we're gonna have to go through this destruction cycle before it gets any better. Comes, so
look, even a toxic individual like myself, I talk to God. I talk to God every day. Whether I ask him to keep me safe, keep my family safe, I talk to God every day.
And that is a good point. That is a key point. I mean, as much as we run jokes and we fun, but at the same time, we need to acknowledge that there's a Most High here, and
definitely
we have to acknowledge and submit ourselves to Him and stuff like that. It is a rough situation for all of us. I'm not gonna sit here and paint a good picture. We all are here are struggling, whether it's spiritual, whether we know about God, whether we don't know about God, and even if we know about God, it's not an easy path. To just sit and acknowledge and submit in God's hand. It's tough based on what's going on and what the enemy, which when I use the word the enemy, we're talking about the devil himself, what he does, the devil cannot force you to do anything.
No, he can't.
Keep that in mind.
Trick you.
He makes suggestions to your thought, your intellect, your consciousness.
Yeah.
Now, based on what he studies your past, and he bring things in your circle. So if you used to steal,
you talking about me or the devil? You talking about the devil, right?
Actually, both of you.
I just want to make sure.
Both of you are the same.
No, because it just sounded like you were talking about me. I appreciate that. But continue.
You're unbelievable.
I talk to the devil too. I usually argue with him because the devil's an idiot. But continue what you were saying. I argue with him all the time.
Anyway, folks, right. Without further ado, as I said before, just stay focused. Yes. Think logically, practically, use use your intellect, not your emotions, and hopefully some
Definitely
of
have
these things.
faith. Definitely have
And
faith.
having faith in God, having faith in yourself, having faith in other human beings, even though the chances are slim because people right now are wilding out.
Yeah.
You know, you can't really trust anyone too much anymore.
Yeah.
It's not back in the days, you know, when you can rely on a homeboy or a home girl or whatever the case may be. Right now, it's like you quint, they gone with you. They cut your throat in a second.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, and you know, you just have to stay strong. But anyway, thank you for joining us. I hope you see us next week or join us next week, same time, same place. We have a couple of shows coming up for you, other shows, additional show towards this, along with this show. We're just getting ready to kind of kick them off. Actually, we already kicked them off, the relationship show and these other show, but we are going to get more, I would say, consistent with it. So just stay tuned, watch out, please subscribe, and then all these new changes, you will be notified when we have new shows and stuff like that. Exciting shows too. We're still gonna do our game night show. What we intended to do.
Night.
I mean, we kind of fall off with that almost a year now. We started one episode of it and kind of fall back. But
don't worry, Mike and Mike has been keeping everything alive.
We're gonna get a hold of it and put it in a structure and bring some other entertainments to you. Anyway, without further ado, we talk to you. See you next week, same time, same place. Peace.
Peace.